They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go.
This is Hines. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Hines. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Evans has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Hines. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go with a keeper, and he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Brendan Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's OKC football here to begin quarter number 2, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The carry here for the big tight end. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the three's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80! Richmond!
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Down! Green 39! Green 39! Come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Jordan Willis able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! Over!
They go play action here on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans, and it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Black 22! Black 22!
On 1st down, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Black 22! Black 22!
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, here's Watson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Detroit! Detroit! Over!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing this one out for Evans. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
No. Check. Patriot! Gun!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete here on third down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now a first down throw, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Here's Watson now on second down. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Black 22! Black 22! Mike. Come back, come back! 2 jet!
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Detroit! Gun!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run with Hines. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
Now back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Set! Green, 39. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now readying for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And all the way down to the 29. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Green, 39! Green, 39! Come back, come back! Richmond!
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. In for the score. And the Texans get a bit closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. If you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Green, 39!
Now it's Hines. right forward, maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now let's go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Detroit!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now out comes Houston.
Boot stop.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Watson hands this to Foreman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Red. Green 39. Green 39. Richmond. Richmond. 2 jet. 2 jet. Tiger. Tiger. Tiger.
Throwing on third down, Watson got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Texans on third down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Watson just beating the play clock. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the run, Watson going to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Stevenson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Back to throw, Watson. Caught, left side, Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Richmond.
A carry for Foreman, and he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Gun! Hurry up, here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second is Watson. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now running right through it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. I mean, he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Check. 53 fight. Come back. Two jet.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Here we go.
They run again with Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
319! 319!
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So he's not perfect after all. He made his first 4, but now his first miss.
Well, you shouldn't have to put your kicker in a spot where he has to even try 5 field goals. He's bailed them out time and time again, but sooner or later, you just had to know his luck was going to run out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down. Blue 80.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Go back.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Cole. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Black 22. Black 22.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.